either look at the hole or the ball. Why do you do that?
Yeah, so that's a good question. That's a really good question. It's been noted more recently. So I started that. So what I do is I look at a specific kind of almost piece of grass or a specific spot on the front center of the hole on putts that are really 4 feet in and they're dead straight. And that's really the only times you'll see me do it. If it's right center, left center, or it's around that, I'll look at the front center of the hole. I'll get set up, I'll point my putter, what I think is right at the middle of the hole, and then I'll look at that mark. And I started doing that actually because I kind of had a little bit of the yips. And I started it in college. And I just started, whenever I got a lot of pressure put on me, whenever I felt really nervous over the ball, I just didn't get the putter face closed. I'd kind of hit it low on the face, leave the putter open, and I'd miss him right. I'm talking even from 2 feet. And I kind of struggled with it for a while and just kept on doing it and just tried to stay down through it. And I was just one day on the practice green looking, I started kind of, and I've always toyed around, just messing around looking at the hole. I seem to hit it where I'm looking. It's not great speed. It's, it's not always the best stroke, but it always typically starts where I'm looking. And so I just started messing around with it on some shorter length putts. And I seemed to be rolling them not only in, but I was getting through the stroke nicely, and they were going in where I was looking. So what I did was progressional in 2013, so my first year on tour. So I went through college and starting to get out on tour, really struggling on shorter length putts, especially kind of left to righters that broke a little because I'd see the hole and not trust the line and leave that face open. So I started it there, it started working, I started playing well. I did it at the John Deere. I had a little 2-footer in that playoff to win. Sure as heck wasn't looking at the ball and worried about my stroke. I was either closing my eyes or looking at the hole for how hard my hands were shaking. But it's just something I found that took all the pressure off. I could get through the stroke. I never worried about it because I wasn't looking at the stroke. And it took all the tension out of my hands. And recommend it, don't recommend it. Try it if you want. If you're nervous and you struggle with shorter length putts, it may help you. I would recommend doing it only on straighter putts where you can look at that specific piece of grass and be really small, aim small, miss small. Even on ones where I've put not a great stroke on a 3-4 footer, if I'm really specific in where I'm looking, they tend to still go in the side of the hole. I have missed a couple, but I've gotten, 10 to 20 percentage points better from that distance.